Hi, my name is Sean. I'm here with XenonSupply.com. Today we're shooting on site at M&M Auto Body Shop on La Brea in Mid-City, Los Angeles. Here in front of me I have a 2013 Chrysler 200. I'll be showing you how to change the stock halogens into HIDs. Let's get started. Today we're using the XenonSupply HID kit, which includes the 9006 HID bulbs that have been specifically modified for the Chrysler 200 to fit the 9012 bulb base that's in this vehicle. Now also included are the two Canvas Premium ballasts, an accessory relay harness, zip ties to tidy up the wiring, and 3M mounting pads to mount the ballasts. Now on the 2013 Chrysler 200, to get to the headlamp, we need to access the wheel well here. We've taken the liberty of taking off the wheel. You'll see there's this panel here that is removable. There are a total of 7 of these plastic bolts holding the cover in place, and these 3 hex screws that we need to remove. So let's go ahead and just do that. Just use a flathead screwdriver to just release the small portion of the bolts. As you can see here, just need to wedge this thin part out, and the rest of it just comes out. It's really simple. Here I'm using a 7mm socket. On the socket wrench, remove these 7mm hex bolts. Now that I removed all of the plastic bolts and the hex bolts, we can just take this panel out. Now, keep in mind, I was able to remove this panel without removing the wheel, so it is not necessary to remove the wheel to get access to this panel. You just need to be able to reach and unbolt all the little nuts. Now we have access to the headlamp, and we'll show how to remove the headlamp. Here I'll be showing how to remove the headlight bulb in the headlight housing. First, we just need to remove the dust cover by turning counterclockwise. Next, you can see the bulb here. Twist and turn counterclockwise to unlock the bulb. You can see behind the bulb here, there is a clip that's holding the bulb in place. We just need to pull off the clip to pull the bulb out. There you go. Here I'll be showing how to drill the hole in the dust cover so that we can feed the HID bulb wires through and plug up that hole with the rubber grommet. We'll be using a drill and a 1-inch drill bit. You can also use a 1-inch hole saw. Let's go ahead and just drill that hole. You just want to make sure that this male oval plug fits through the hole. That's the biggest plug. and then all the other ones will fit through just fine. I'm going to start feeding it in from the inside of the dust cover, just because this is the side that the bulb will be on. And just go ahead and see the grooves here. Just fit the grooves around into this hole to create a nice seal. For the HID bulb wires. Okay, there we go. You can see here I have a good seal on both sides, and we can easily pull and tug the wires back and forth. Let's go ahead and install the bulb into the vehicle. Here I'll be showing you how to install the HID bulb into the headlight. What we'll do is match up the 3 plastic tabs with the headlamp socket. The biggest tab is facing up. And then once we have it in, you just turn and twist clockwise to lock the bulb in. And then before we put on the dust cover, we got to make sure to connect the oval female plug to the stock connector here. It's coming out of the vehicle. Now the stock connector has 2 wires. One is yellow, one is tan. The yellow wire is the power wire, so make sure that red goes with the yellow and black goes with the tan. Now, if you did not follow those instructions and your HIDs do not work, you'll need to come back here and flip that plug. Okay, now what I'm doing is trying to put back the dust cover. It's pretty tight in here. What you do is match up the grooves for the dust cover and turn clockwise to lock the dust cover in. Fairly simple. If you had eyes in there. But you get the idea. There we go. Okay. As I mentioned in this installation video, we're using the accessory relay harness, and in the Chrysler 200, the battery is actually in the same area as the driver's side bulb access. And so let's go ahead and just move these wires coming out of the bulb to the top side, because we'll be mounting the ballast up there. There's a nice little nook for the ballast. And then as you can see here, there's a 10mm bolt back here that I've chosen to attach the power wire from the accessory relay harness to. I've already loosened it and attached the power wire, slotted it in. And let's go ahead and tighten that up. Okay, that's all set. Now on the top side, I'll be showing you how to connect the grounding wire for the relay accessory wiring harness. Here I'll be showing you how to install the accessory relay harness. As you can see, as a part of this relay harness, there are 5 connections. It's pretty simple. There's one red wire, you can see here. This is the power wire that needs to connect to the battery, the positive terminal on the battery. The 10mm bolt will show you. There's a black wire here for the grounding. And then there's 2 male plugs, oval plugs, that will plug into each ballast. And lastly, 1 female oval plug that will plug to the signal connector of the vehicle via one of our wiring. I'll show you how to do that here. Again, the power wire, the red power wire, we connect to the battery. There's an inline 20 amp fuse. And then the grounding wire, we connect to a metal contact on the vehicle of the chassis. Now, if your HID kit is not working initially, I would double check the grounding wire first. This grounding wire is very important to make sure that the HID works. And then next, we have the female oval plug, the only one on the relay harness, that will be connecting to the stock connector via this wire that you'll remember we connected on the inside of the stock connector. Make sure you match up black to black, red to red. And then this male oval plug we plug into the ballast. Make sure the polarity is correct. HIDs are polarity specific, so if it doesn't work, just flip it. And then the two round plugs are very straightforward. They power the bulbs from the ballast. Now do the same thing on the passenger side, and what we'll do next is test the bulbs to make sure everything's working and that there are no errors in the vehicle. And then once that's done, we can tidy up the wiring and finish up the installation. Let's go ahead and make sure the lights are working fine. Turn on the vehicle, turn on the lights, check your turn signals, check the high beam. And we don't have any errors on the dash, so everything looks good. Let's go ahead and mount the ballast, tidy up the wiring, and finish up this installation. Now that we tested the lights, you can see here we've already gone ahead and mounted the ballast on both sides. On the driver's side, we mounted it in this little nook here and ran the wiring across the front of the engine bay. We tidied up the wiring with the zip ties. And on the passenger side, there was a nice flat surface near the bottom there on the chassis where we mounted the passenger side ballast. That about wraps up the HID installation on the 2013 Chrysler 200. If you have any questions or product inquiries, please contact us at help@XenonSupply.com or the phone number on screen. Again, the products seen today can be purchased at www.XenonSupply.com. We hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.